Evening all, how are we doing? I pressed play, nothing happened. Let's kick up the arse again. Okay, it's just a really quiet start to the cheating, that's fine. It's creeping up. How are we doing anyway? Evening everybody. Happy Thursday. I have returned. I did want to be here last night, but needs must. My face was leaking. Just to say, this friggin' shit show was particularly bad. My dry lips cracked and then got scratched, and then last night it was like... Well, it wasn't quite that bad, but, you know, it was blood pouring out my head and it wouldn't stop, so... I've got white keys on my keyboard. I couldn't be having myself bleeding all over them, could I? Also, I don't suppose you need to see that. Anyway, we're here now, and more or less intact, and I'm more or less avoiding the impulse to scratch at it, which is quite a strong impulse, but yeah. Anyway, it's all good. My face is currently functional. It's not great, but it covers the front of my head. Anyway, evening Tangy, evening Jazz, evening Cal, how are you doing? I'm back on screen now, aren't I? Yes, evening Ryan, how are you doing? Evening Steve. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, yes, there was two things I wanted to ask you about, Steve, if you are currently available. Firstly, I wanted to mention, if you haven't seen it already, the most recent video by the Royal Armouries with Jonathan Ferguson sitting there talking about various guns and things, came out yesterday, I think it was. Might be up your alley, that thing. You might find it interesting. I'm sure you'll have thoughts anyway. Assuming, of course, you haven't already seen it. I'm pretty sure you mentioned the subject of it several times, so yeah. In fact, I'm mostly very sure. And the other thing was, you mentioned you had something that allowed you to automatically port Twitch streams to YouTube that wasn't working. What was that thing? Because I want to write it down and investigate. And in other more generalised news, if I do a quick thing, you might notice I made a couple of changes. One for starters. Yeah, we didn't do it that time because I pressed the button back too quickly, but anyway. Yeah, fancier transitions. So there's that. Also, I've moved the chatbot over to a different one, and I need to check whether or not it's working because there's nothing there that's really telling me about it. So let's just test something. I don't know if it's going to work or not. It may not. I may need to fine-tune this and figure it out. Which is fine if it doesn't. It's not the end of the world. Oh, it is working. Wonderful. Yes, we have a new chatbot. Which should also mean we have alerts that function. So if you're prone to being jumpy, then there you go. I need to tweak that date business, that's for sure. And the quote number as well, if I can. Haven't seen the Royal Army thing yet. Fair enough. Yeah, so well, it's working. That's the main thing. So I do need to fine tune. Where's my notes? Quote number. Date. All right. Because I want those to go away. The date and the quote number off the front. I don't know if I can do that, but I'd like to. Yeah. Otherwise, that should be working. Yeah, as I say, the alert should work. We'll find out later, I guess. But I moved it over because the reason everything broke, as far as I can tell, was Stream Elements, which is the service I was using, rather than Streamlabs. For some reason, wasn't working properly with my alert animations. The animation's two parts. It's a text box and then a whizzy bit behind it. And they're supposed to be one on top of the other, like directly in line with each other. And they were kind of going off like that. And yeah, it seems to be because some fucking weirdness has changed on Stream Elements end. Plus, the bot was also doing stuff that was annoying me. So I was like, well, let's go back to the other service because they've been doing more and upping their game in a really big way faster than Stream Elements had been over the last few years. I was kind of vaguely aware of it. And all my motivations for using Stream Elements have kind of gone away. So moved back and we'll see how that goes. Anyway. All that exciting stuff out the way. Shall we play some Fallout? Because we're going to do some stuff around Bunker Hill today, and probably the Lost Patrol as well. That's my plan, anyway. I was thinking about whether or not I do the National Guard training yard and as a farm for a legendary weapon. The only legendary weapon I'm particularly interested in getting at the moment is an instigating... Instigating laser musket. I'd like one of those. But I'm not going to get it there because the legendaries always spawn at too high a level. There's a number of weapons, the laser musket's one of them, that stop spawning after enemies reach level 15. So if you want a legendary one, you've got to find a legendary enemy that's below that level. Which I'm not going to do at the National Guard training yard. Excuse the slight lagginess. Fallout's just booting up. My computer's having issues. There we go. He's feeling underworked. Overworked, rather. Not underworked, overworked. I don't know. Well, if something's underperforming, and that something seems to be my brain right now. Okay, fair enough. I thought you were getting at having like a third-party something or other plug-in or something. But yeah, we'll see. Because there's a couple of ways I could do things actually. Some of them are better than others. Right, now if I remember rightly, it's about 5 AM. 2:46 AM, okay, that's fine. So the plan, when I do want to farm up legendaries, I want to do it at the Super Duper up, but I've got to wait for it to no longer be cleared. Otherwise I can't do that. Hopefully, when it repopulates, I'll be okay. Hopefully. Covenants there. We've had a poke around up here. There's County Crossing, Bunker Hill. So, we'll probably do the National Guard training yard first. And then we can come back to Bunker Hill and get the school, whatever it is. I think it's down here somewhere, isn't it? Might be over here. So it's that's the airport there, isn't it? So it's probably about here somewhere. But yeah, we have to deal with the raiders so that we can then unlock the caravan trading post, which will be quite helpful. Well, and then if we've got all of that done, then we'll probably start the Lost Patrol. Which there's a few ways to start it, I think. Heading to MedTech and moving out from there is probably going to be the play. Another thing I do want to check. So check the audio's right. The music's down for some reason. What I was doing, I was obviously doing something. Oh, well, that was it. I turned the music off while I was farming, while I was looking into farming legendaries, and then changed my mind, didn't I? Okay. So I think we're all good. Yep, we are. Okay, cool. Rock and roll. Let's go and shoot some ghoulies in the ghoulies. Well, just in general, really, but anyway. Excel. I do like the design of the vehicles in this. They are cool. Anyway. I got... I don't know.
Hey, something's out there.
Well, disappointed that didn't take it out. I guess I must have been technically out of range.
You see that? Hey! They're here!
That is why I want the laser musket, because if I get an instigating one, double damage to targets at full health, that will be quite a brutal.
Still in one piece.
Here we go. Oh, very close to a level.
It's going to waste otherwise.
Yeah, I remember there are frag mines. Remember, there's more than that, actually. So, if you do want to farm things up here, in case you've forgotten how to do it, you do a hard save out here. Because when you go inside, it will determine the type of weapon or armour that you're going to get. Assuming there's a legendary here at all, which is not quite guaranteed, although it's a very high chance. So now that I'm inside, the game has determined what type of weapon or armour will be here. If any. What it hasn't done yet is decided which effect will be on it. It has, however, auto-saved when I came in, so if I got a weapon I wanted but the wrong armour type, the wrong effect type, I'd reload the autosave in here. If I don't like the weapon or armour piece, then I go all the way outside again and start again with my hard save. There's the legendary. So what did we get? An instigating sledgehammer. So, right effect, wrong item. So I'd have to go all the way outside and start again if I wanted to keep re-rolling, but I'm not going to because the one thing I want I can't get here anyway. I'm also going to stay out of that room because that's also a place where you can trigger the Lost Patrol, but I don't want to trigger it here. It's not the end of the world, but I'd rather trigger it elsewhere for the sake of story. Bunch of good scrap though. National Guard officer's password. There we go. That's what we need. On we go. Yeah, I think the minimum level for spawns in here is like level 15 or 20 or something for legendaries. And 15 is the maximum level at which laser rifles will drop from enemies. Laser muskets, rather. So, it's no good for me if I want a laser musket, which I do. Short assault rifle though.
Gives me the willies.
Much like my bedroom piper. They're probably in a different kind of way. Evening, Wayne.
Let's dance.
Saw one through the window, but it doesn't want to come back, so... There's at least one set of power armor here, isn't there? I think there's two, actually. I do remember this being...
Well, if anyone could figure out a good use for it.
Actually problematic. I think there's a side room down there, is there now? It's up here. I seem to remember this being... I seem to remember getting into trouble here when I first played Survival. Oh, there you go. Looked like one as well. Troubleshooter's laser rifle. What I want, but... Keep our sneak on. It does get a bit dangerous in here if you're not careful. Can do anyway. How's it going, Noel? You alright? By the way, did you see the video I made yet tonight, everybody? It's the grim reality, shall we say. Not too shabby, thanks, Noel. I seem to remember there's another one there. I'd be happier if my shots landed. Especially the ones that were on target. Yeah, you enjoyed that, did you? Yeah, the whole concept causes me great pain. Also shame and embarrassment, even though I'm not actually involved in such a fucking shit show and I never would be. Good Lord. Tell me, folks, have you ever heard the phrase shit for brains? Because that's what somebody over there's got. It's an extremely Fallout thing to do, I'll say that much. But in the sense that you're doing the very thing Fallout is trying to warn you not to do.
One more bit.
Cool, that went well. I was a little worried it wouldn't for a minute, huh? I do feel a bit like I'm dealing with this the same way the Brotherhood would. Though possibly a little more subtlety in my the way I'm moving through the area. In that I'm being sneaky. Oh, forgot about that. More difficult to detect while sneaking. That is certainly always welcome. Hard disagree. To be honest, Steve, I think the whole thing seems like the worst fucking idea I've ever heard. There's absolutely no way to polish that particular turd. Not even if we put Elon Musk in there and let people take fucking pot shots, would it polish that particular turd. It is going to be the most embarrassing shit imaginable. I have zero doubts. Gonna make you wish you weren't a Fallout fan. So I remembered the military fatigues. I knew there was something in here down at the end, but I couldn't remember what. I also couldn't remember if it was something with teeth or not.
Doesn't look a day past 199.
Hmm. Now, I seem to remember I might be facing some dangers out here. There's a very loud, shouty cat out there. She's so cute. I've got held up. What would we like? Gunslinger, that's appealing. Okay, so appealing. Science, also appealing. You know what? I'm going to hold off a minute. Make a decision in a moment. The Twitch answer is the chat. I'm not sure I understand. But I'm sure I don't, in fact. Scroll back and see if my brain can put something together on this. Oh, right, I get it. See, it's snuck past there, fair enough. That was not the plan at all. Well, I mean, it was, I suppose some level it was, but... Right, pen, hang on. Video producer. What do you mean by video producer, Steve? Yeah, well, I do see your argument now, yeah. They kind of do deserve whatever comes to them. Pain and misery you kind of set yourself up for. It's definitely going to be a cringy shit show, though. How we doing, Vulture? You alright? Knew there was a frag behind here somewhere. So I found it with my foot in the past. So my usual way of dealing with the sentry bot that's in there is dump a load of frag mines in front of it. And when it emerges, you can just, it'll run over them. Not sure if I got him or Piper did there. I think Piper got him, actually. Oh, so it's part of Twitch as opposed to anything else, Steve. No, I'm with you. Cool. I'll have a look later. Cozy princess is sitting there being all cozy and princess-like. It's going to come out there. It's going to go straight this way, isn't it? So hopefully that'll do the job. So close. It's very, very close.
How much of this do you think still works?
Well, it worked, didn't it? I was kind of hoping, given that I was able to target him through there, that it might be worth it. Sit down.
Certainly seen better days, hasn't it?
Got some goodies out of here.
Watch your digits, Blue! Barrels!
Should try and say they'd bite your fingers off. T60B torso and helmet. Nice. I'm not necessarily going to take it. What I'm going to do is take those from the stand. You know what? I might want that. I could always come back for it if I do, can't I? Alright. Now then, where's Piper got to? Piper? There you are. Blending in with the surroundings. Right. Wish me luck.
Alert. Hostile detected.
Now we're
Bonk. So that did not go the way I wanted it to. You should have been very, very dead.
Alert. Hostiles may be in area.
Get this over with, shall we?
Holy shit.
Alert. Hostiles may be in area.
Now we're
To seek secure location until perimeter is secured.
Nah, nearly got away with that. Oh dear. Right. New plan required. Interesting. Let's see how we do this time. Cunning plan. Yeah, considered one.
That's it.
can't keep you out.
You know, I've got no idea what these are actually supposed to trigger. Probably the robot in there, I guess.
What is all this?
Snap.
Yes.
Don't really need all that, but okay. How's things, Gray? Pew pew.
Hey.
Right. Hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit. Yeah, sounds about right. We got him, I think. That went better. Any of my brake mine survive? Did.
Yo, psst.
Alright. We have been victorious. Still want to know how that big ass robot got through that small ass door, but anyway. So I thought it was much of a fight. Well, the first time it wasn't much of a fight either, but he absolutely annihilated me. And the second time, same thing. So the new plan was a good one. Hang on a minute, that's XO1. Holy shit. I mean, I don't want it. I don't like it, but that's not the point. Oh, wait, no, it's XO1 torso and the rest T60. No. It says it's T60, but it's showing XO1. So what the f is going on here, then? This is very confusing. Yeah, that's not bad going at all, Steve. Spawn's paramedic uniform. Interesting. Ah, now it's transformed into T60. Very weird. I assume the last thing I have to do is finish off this last ghoul here. I missed. That looked very, very much like it does in the show, actually.
Free for the taking.
Nice. That's not Steve. That went rather well. Massive House Sentry Bot got me a couple of times, but not the end of the world. Other than that. Excellent. Power armor says one set and then it looks like another. Does it make it mixed? No. Especially not when it corrects itself. I mean, look at that. How is that not the coolest set of power armor? The only issue with it, as we see at the show, is you can drop grenades in there. Because the ghoul does it, doesn't he? Speaking of, I'm up to date on the show, and they managed to fix my biggest gripe. So, in yesterday's episode, which I'm very happy to see. They did it in a way I thoroughly approve of, actually, as well. By acknowledging how fucking stupid it was. Fusion cores, don't go in there, because just to be on the safe side, make sure none of my settlers nab them out of there. Now, aspects of the T-45. Almost basically the same. Shoulder pads are different, but the forearms are basically pretty similar. Knees, the legs aren't bad on it, I suppose. Nah, I think in just about every way, every change. Maybe the basic thing up here is a little bit better. I think in pretty much every other way that I can see. I'm not a fan of those handles, whatever they are on the legs. I don't really understand those. So in that way it's better. But from the back, so that big old pipe is a bit vulnerable there. These are not much less vulnerable, but still. I like the shape of it. It's just the fact you can chuck stuff in that's kind of an issue for me. And it sticks out a bit too far. Yeah, if it didn't stick out quite so much and wasn't, you know, asking for grenades to be lobbed in there. Spot on. Mwah. I'll deal with my selling of stuff later. I'm going to undo it off camera. I don't really feel like doing it right now. Probably anyway. Should be pretty good. Yeah. Time. 2:05 AM. Yeah, we could probably have a nap. Yeah, it would certainly build up a pile of rubbish, wouldn't it? Although I'm not so sure about some of those things, because, I mean, it depends. If you go for like the show version with the folding faceplate, maybe, but otherwise you'd have a hard time getting stuff into your mouth. You'd just be mashing stuff into the filter on your face, really, and that's probably not going to go so well.
All routes and rumors lead to Bunker Hill. That's one way to keep out uninvited guests.
It's just a slightly different line for a change, Piper. Ooh. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Level. I need to find a weapons bench and then form an opinion based on that, I think. There is a weapons bench in here somewhere.
Worst part of being a lookout in the obelisk? Forgetting your lunch.
Almost ready to do another circuit. Only lost 2 men on the last one.
Yeah? What?
Only, she says.
Hi, I'm Meg. You new to the hill?
New, technically. Do I need a tour? No thanks, Meg. Do you feel like there's a weapons bench here somewhere or nearby? Maybe I'm going nuts, but...
Yeah. I've machined up scopes in and Nuka-Cola bottles, put together landmines from lunch boxes. Heck, I even made armor out of paper clips once.
Okay, now you're feeding me bull. You can't make armor.
Well, no, you can't, but you sure as hell can stitch together metal plates with them. Why is wire? Huh?
I cleared the training yard of ferals.
Finally, someone that can get things done. Here's your pay. You know, Kessler's been looking for someone competent. If you're looking for more work, talk with her. Before you go, though, I was hoping you could spend some of that reward here with little old me.
Hi there. Piper Wright, Public Occurrences. In your opinion, has Bunker Hill's increased wealth improved the lives of its citizens?
You kidding me? You know how uncomfortable a mattress gets with all those extra caps in it? Now take a hike.
Huh. Well, thank you for your time, jerk.
Hi.
Welcome back. Looking to trade?
I'll take a look, sure.
You'll find something you like. Everyone does.
People exploiting legendary script machines. I'm going to explain why they disabled them then. Ooh, automatic plasma rifle though. Do I want a plasma weapon? Not really. Not unless it's a legendary one. Tempting, but not at that price. Excuse me. Lucas, got anything
Let me know if
decent?
you want something.
Hey, Lucas.
My armor saved many a wastelander.
Let's see what you have.
Don't cheap out on armor. That's a good...
Yep, nothing good.
I fixed up most of what's on my...
Could get real comfortable in a place like this.
There's Kessler. Him. Interesting. I think it was happening down in Skyline Valley as well, from what I've heard, Steve.
So Deb's been talking you up. Says you get results. I got a sensitive job that needs someone with skills.
Only when I go to the
More
STI
round
clinic.
head than marbles. That sound like you?
Do I look like an idiot? I'm all that plus discreet. Ooh, hello. Plus discreet. Now, what's the job and the complaint so far? No complaints so far.
I've had no complaints so far.
Really? Where have you been all my life? Our town works because everyone knows
Got
we got
111.
the raider angle covered. The gangs get paid off and leave our caravans alone. But Zeller's army is getting greedy, asking for more caps. And after we pay them, the bastards still hit our people. But I found out the army's holed up in an old prep school. The job's simple. Deal with them.
Know anything else about Zeller's army?
It took a lot of favors just to get the name of their crash pad. The East Boston Prep School. Judge Zeller runs a strange outfit. Came out of nowhere and now they're players. I don't know what you'll find there.
A lot's riding on this job. The pay better reflect that.
I ain't gonna haggle on the price. I got a reputation to protect. But I'll throw in some extra supplies if you sign on. Best I can do.
Consider Zeller's army dealt with.
These guys are dangerous, so be careful. If there are survivors, rescue them. If any lost caravan hands make their way back into circulation, that'll do wonders for trade. But above all, you're just a freelancer working for yourself. Never even heard of us on the hill, right?
Okay. So, yeah, over that way. Rock and roll. We'll shoot some raiders. The USS Constitution. Get a decent picture of it from around here. No, I'd have to be over that way somewhere. Not doing that right now. Gets dangerous along this bridge. Suspiciously smooth.
The sooner we get out of this radiation, the better.
I wonder what those were that are pumping out radiation. Boston. Like that, huh? Hang on. Wait.
Hey, found them and they do not look friendly.
And we shot, and we're good.
Kiss it all goodbye. In one piece.
Yep. Right, a lot of good stuff to farm up in this corner. Diner and that
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
building there. Seem to recall. Yeah, I now remember there being a lot of decent scrap in here. And workbenches, nice. So that would be worth having. So it might be worth going for the science skill then. I've gun and armour are miles off, aren't they? Yeah. It's going to be the play. Nice bits and pieces. On we go. What's this? Garage requires key. Interesting. Well, where do we get a key for that? Because I have absolutely no idea. Cold shoulder, you can get on the atomic shot, yeah. I think you might also be able to get it from possibly Giuseppe or something. I've got a feeling Giuseppe might actually be the one, rather than the bullion vendors. Because I think it was saying that it was a season reward, so maybe it is bullion vendors. Check around in game. Because you might be able to get it without having to shell out real money for it. I have a feeling you can, but I can't remember where. Season rewards usually end up in the atomic shop, but I think that one might be different. Same with some of the others, actually. I wonder what's over here that's not on the map. Oh, there's a back door. Interesting.
And they're off!
Oh, he's City Downs, okay.
Iron Maiden's out to an early lead, but piece of junk's right behind. Look at them go! What a race! What a race! It's a great night out at the track. Hey, boys.
Well, this place is something. All right.
We've got a good, clean race today. Absolutely no funny business.
Still a few things. I think Nordhagen Beach is also over here.
Here they come.
Surely.
Don't forget Boston Blaster. He's pulled this out before. Piece of junk is really showing off those new mods. Iron Maiden is still in the lead.
I made it not wants you.
Coming up next, Lady Lovelace takes on the Iron Maiden.
East Boston Prep. There's a pigsty down here somewhere, apparently. There it is. And the Robco Sales and Repair Centre. Sales and Service, same thing. There's a church marked over this way, somewhere. And then... Actually, it might be the school, that. empty now. And then there's the airport, which I'm not going to put on the map right now. Yeah, it is the school. And then we go to like Nordhagen Beach out that way and Fort Strong or something. It's Nordhagen's somewhere out there, isn't it? Because that's where Creep Manor is, I think. And then Kingsport Lighthouse is there. Not there. It's like here, isn't it? I think. Something like that. Which means somewhere out here is also a location as part of the Institute quest. I can't remember the name of it though. Sunken ship and stuff. That will be out there eventually. Right, let's go and butcher some raiders.
I hear someone. Combat positions.
Got awful quiet in here.
I hear somebody. Missionary positions. I don't know. I'm struggling for a joke there.
Seemed like a great place to linger.
Need to take more risks. Caravans ain't that well guarded.
Doesn't look a day past 199.
Night vision goggles time. I've had a curiosity though. Can't see bad guys through walls with this.
There you are. Who's there?
Thank you for the resub there, Pharaoh.
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that?
Must be going crazy.
It is, yes, it's the worst optics one. PC version with its extra bits and pieces. Bells and whistles, rather.
Fuck was that?
Huh?
Grip on yourself. You're getting paranoid. Ain't nothing here.
How's that supposed to get me ready for this hell?
Ears pinned back.
Chained up on the other side.
About it. Stay calm. Wasn't your fault. You did what you had to do.
Okay, so that's everything I can do down here, apparently. Bells and whistles are a terrible addition to night vision goggles, yeah. Yeah, walking around sounding like RTD2 is definitely going to reduce their efficacy from a stealth standpoint. Is a fair point. Now, a question about the infrared. Not that infrared, because otherwise those fires would be going nuts. As a source of heat, wouldn't they? How about he dies next to you? Is that okay?
Fucking coward eyes.
Okay.
Must be going
Cut the
crazy.
shit. Who is that? Everything's starting to sound like
Just noise. Just noise.
Find him and kill him.
That's the plan.
Oh, I know you're here. I'll find you. No sign of him now.
Gotcha.
Pack it in, boys. There's nothing out there. At least it sure as hell looks that way.
I can carry something if you need me to.
I must have a concussion. Fucking seeing things.
With my blood I do swear my life to the judge and his jury until the end upon pain of torture and death. Yeah. Crazy more foals, aren't they?
Hey. Get a grip on yourself.
Maybe wait till you got some privacy before you start getting a grip of yourself. What did I think of yesterday's episode? Without spoilers, I really enjoyed it. There were a couple of bits I was a little bit like, not sure about that. Yeah, there were some interesting additions to the lore that I thought were really good. And I really like the fact that they managed to correct in good style the thing that I have been really pissed off about the most about in Season 1. And I thought was exceedingly stupid.
Hey, who's there?
Trick up over nothing.
And they did it in a way that I like as well. So yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I'm curious, I thought we were later in the series than we are actually, so there's like 3 more episodes, which I thought there was like maybe 1 or 2 at most. So I'm wondering what else we've got coming down the line. Should be interesting. Oh yeah, Fisto. I almost forgot about Fisto. I thought they did a great job of that without taking it too far as well. And they picked the right character to introduce him as well.
Just let...
Right.
Me know.
Oh, the casting choices were fine, to be honest.
Time to reel him in.
Woo. There were a couple of bits that... Oh, that was the wrong thing. That I wasn't blown away by in Season 1.
They're back!
Now it's on.
But they fixed the worst of it, so...
Expected.
Find him and kill him! Just die!
Did you see okay down here? We're all upstairs, what's going on?
I'm just getting started.
Nah, they never just want to talk. You made a mistake. Now you pay for it.
So did you, by charging in and annoying me.
Get off me!
Companions really don't follow your lead anywhere near enough in this game.
You're all bravado and no brains, aren't you?
Which means I'm losing out on XP because my companions are killing people.
I think he needs help.
All day!
Yeah, well, if he had the good sense to stay back here and not charging off on his own, he wouldn't need help. Same for you. I like companions, but I don't like the way they work in this game at all. Mind you, I can't think of any games where I actually do like the way the companions work, so
Now, don't start what you can't finish.
that is an issue.
Where are you?
Dead? Oh, man, come back! I was having fun! Sorry, my arm! Damn it!
Thank the Piper for that.
Getting tired yet?
Really held your own there, Blue.
Well, I would have done, but for the fact that you keep charging off and getting into trouble. You get up here and find a bunch of fucking corpses, aren't I? Pew. Yeah, in a minute. It's
My God.
yeah, it's grim, all right. Might have something to do with it.
What a bunch of junk.
Hey.
What you got for me?
I wonder what dog meat is, because you're cucumbered. Dog meat. Where are you, buddy? God knows, he'll show up eventually. What am I addicted to? Shit, it might just be they've got the glasses on.
What the hell was that?
Was your boss meeting a grisly end?
Hiding from me? Not even.
So, why does Zella have a blood contract? Very strange.
Bullshit. Come out and fight.
I mean, I could, but it's like a bad idea to me. Yeah, got another level, didn't we? Works for me.
This is bullshit.
Yeah. Definitely a lot of work to be done with sorting out load orders at the minute.
Oh my god.
There's dog meat. Get over here, buddy.
Hey.
Alright. Drop a few pounds, won't it? Cute. Right. Roll in. Yeah, would make life a bit easier in some ways, wouldn't it? If we merged all the DLC together. But it does it probably is an issue with it in that they are sold both separately and in sort of a bundle. So you can pick and choose the ones you want, or you can buy all of them, and I would imagine it causes issues with merging everything together, because you'd need every possible combination, and then you'd need to have a way of having the right combination activated for the right people. Which I guess is why they don't do things like that. Interesting. Ah, there's candles there. Wonder what the light source I couldn't see was there. Torch is actually better right now, I think. They didn't actually manage to kill that many raiders, which is surprising, as far as I can tell. Information about the various recruits.
Excuse me.
Kessler send you? Thank God.
Door opens the wrong way.
Hey there.
Don't let
My
any of
convenience.
these Sellers Army bastards live.
They're not. I have not.
Certainly seen better days, hasn't it?
It's probably been used as a shitter. I imagine it has been seen better.
Thank you.
Hey, Piper's happy. Wonderful.
Heads up.
What can I do? Blue, you got a minute?
Funnily enough, I have. You Piper 2 minutes. Hell, maybe even 2.5.
For you, Piper, 2 minutes. Hell, maybe even 2.5.
Oh, great. Weird, but great. Just what you said about Nat. I've been going over it again and again in my head, and what you said was right. I'm not gonna be the deciding factor in what becomes of Nat. She's gonna figure that out for herself. It's just... sometimes it feels like the only things I've got in life are Nat and the paper. Having someone I can count on, someone like you, it's meant a lot to me. Not a lot of people want to hang around with the nosy reporter.
Yeah, well, knowing when not to report, that's also a useful skill. I saw one of those posts that constantly does the rounds again recently, which was suggesting people who'd be good to play Piper in live action. And I was pleased to see, although disappointed by how long it took, that at least somebody turned around and said, how about the actual actor who voiced her? Because she's somewhat modelled on that actor, and that actor is pretty good. So, yeah, like having seen her in at least one thing anyway that I can think of off the top of my head, I could say she'd probably be the right casting choice. Assuming she's available and wanted to take the role on, but, you know. People avoid you, my kind of nosy. Quit pitching yourself, you've got a home job, sister, things aren't that bad. Little girl with print breast, sounds like her rich life made herself. My kind of nosy, I'm going to go for. It's not the one I usually go for, but...
Yeah, but you're my kind of nosy.
You're the exception. I haven't exactly made a lot of friends in this career. I just wanted to right the things I thought were wrong. And when Nat and I first got to Diamond City, there was a lot of wrong. Crooked guards, lousy infrastructure. There was a hole in the exterior wall that was patched over with a bookcase. One bookcase. That's it. I started the paper more as an act
It's not exactly the same appearance, obviously, but it is close.
Turned out I wasn't the only one who wanted things to change. After the first couple of editions, people may not have agreed with what I said, but everyone was listening.
Seriously? One bookcase? Not even some tape?
No, but now you can't even tell where the hole was. Brick, real mortar, the works. All because of the paper. When that first edition hit the stands, I felt like I'd finally done something worth doing. But afterwards, things changed. People didn't want to talk the way they used to. Seemed that overnight I'd gone from being Piper, friend and confidant, to Piper, the nosy snoop. A lot of folks, they haven't treated me the same since. It started to feel like the only person.
Yeah, she probably printed some stuff that she told somebody she wouldn't, or that somebody asked her not to print. Hey, bring some of the Fallout forecast and show. There's a few that I wouldn't mind them bringing in for sure. I wouldn't pick the Sole Survivor, and I don't think it's going to come up either. Just because I don't think they'll put any of the player characters in there. I can't see them doing that, to be honest. It nails down too many choices, or has the potential to nail down too many choices. I know they've had to do that to a certain extent with reducing the number of possible endings, so for at least New Vegas and for Fallout 4. But at the same time, if they put the Sole Survivor in, for example, at that point they are either canonically male or female, not either one. You know, they're one or the other at that point, whichever way they decide to go. So I don't see them doing that. But somebody like Piper or something like that, they could definitely do. But then again, I hope they stay well away from the Commonwealth. I'd rather see them go somewhere entirely new. I don't think they'll go to the Commonwealth. It's too far. The jump from the Los Angeles area to the Las Vegas area is less than 2 weeks on foot in the real world. It's not that bad a walk. I mean, it is a bad walk, don't get me wrong, but relatively speaking in the situation, you know, it's not like Vegas to Boston, which is a lot further. So, whilst the Ghoul in particular, we know has made it as far as Ohio and probably did most of that on foot, he's immortal and didn't really have much in the way of time restrictions. We also got some idea now as to why he went over that way, or a possible reason has come through via the show now. But yeah, they're mentioning it, but yeah. And in so doing, they have limited the number of possible outcomes that are canon for Fallout 4. There's only 2 possible outcomes that you can actually stick with in, I think, the work now. But they haven't gone all the way over there. And the only character that has come over to the Vegas area did so by a vertibird, if what he said was true. Because we've only got his word for it, haven't we? So he may not be who he claimed to be. But we'll see. Maybe in the next season, if not this one. He made a living exposing other people's secrets, nothing personal. I'll go with the nice one. You can count on me.
You can count on me, Piper.
I know I can. You're not afraid of me like everyone else. I was sure that the paper would be the best thing I ever did in my life, but being here with you now I don't know. I've needed someone like you in my life for a long time, Blue. I just never expected I'd actually get them. So thank you for being the friend I can count on.
It sounds to me like you're interested in becoming more than just friends.
Oh,
Who did? Ah, crap.
I just don't know if I have room in my life for romance right now. Maybe for now we just stay friends. See where things go. Now, what do you say we get moving?
So I got to the highest level of affinity and gained Gift of the Gab perk. Though I might have some trouble in actually successfully romancing her, it would seem. I'd normally reload, but I forgot to save first, so... Stinky Red Finger Killer. Ooh, that's a long old way down. So, we have not yet been... One last place. You look a bit stuck there, buddy.
What's that for?
Don't know yet. We'll find out. Lovely bunch, these raiders, aren't they? Using people as target practice. Cool. Rain did not want to compete that then. Seeing their names mentioned on a postcard or something small as a little Easter egg wouldn't be terrible, yeah. Slip the tension so Preston saying another settlement needs help. Preston might still be alive. So you can go with the Minutemen ending and still have the Brotherhood alive. So it's possible Preston's still out there. Knocking on a bit though. It has been like 10, 20 years, I think. 10 years. So maybe he'll be still around. Maybe not. I don't think we'll see Preston though, to be honest. Too controversial a figure.
Ooh, someone's not interested in visitors.
Not now, Chief. I'm busy here.
Just as up there, huh? Oh, do your sleeping bag? Considering you run this place and you're sleeping in a sleeping bag, I feel like you'd have gotten yourself a better bed, to be honest, Kessler. And it's not exactly the most well-designed of shacks, so...
One of the prisoners told me what they went through at the prep school. I had no idea. And you did that by yourself, right? Here's the payout.
Nice.
What did the prisoner say about the prep school?
Judge Zeller was snatching people and brainwashing them. Like some damn cult. No wonder their numbers exploded.
Hmm.
Glad it turned out well.
I'm happy you're on our side.
Hmm. That's not supposed to happen. It seems like the bot's a bit over enthusiastic there. I'll dial that one back as well. Marcus, yeah, that'd be cool if we got to see him. Yep, added to the list of things I need to adjust.
With your help, the roads are a lot safer. Heard you got land of your own. Tell you what, build a safe place for the caravans to stop, and everyone can profit.
Worst part of being a lookout in the obelisk? Forgetting your lunch.
Hey, thanks. You know, my rifle belonged to my grandfather. Bravest son of a bitch that walked the wealth. That's a fact. He used to make the odd cap back in the day by gathering mirelurk eggs by the beach. Bullshit. No, it's good money if you're quick enough or good with a gun. And he was both. But he stopped doing it for good the day he saw old Peg. With his own two eyes. For a change, someone I actually want to see. The Hill owes you. You don't know of old Peg? You've covered enough miles to know firsthand that radiation ravages all living things in its own way. But no one wonders about the deep blue sea. So one day, my grandpappy was egging. It was a foul day. Fog so thick you couldn't see your hand in front of your face. He was stumbling along and then he heard a tremendous clamoring from the ocean. Like nothing he'd ever heard before.
I don't think I've heard this before.
He stood still for a long time. The fog cleared for a brief moment, and that's when he saw the outline of the great behemoth. Massive. Bigger than anything you or I will ever see. Old Peg. A giant blue ghoul whale. A ghoul whale? Yeah. As the fog gathered,
Maybe I have heard this before.
That great beast emerged back into the deep, and my grandpappy fled for the first and last time in his life. Ask any of the old-timers, and they'll all agree. Something ancient and terrifying haunts the sea.
Well, right there is the start of one more good reason why I'd like to see New York as a setting for a Fallout game. If done well with a nuke that landed in the ocean rather than anywhere else. Cricket!
Hey, at least it's honest work.
Better buy my big guns now, because you bet your ass your enemies will.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Oh, goody. Let's make mischief.
I recently was reading something about who voiced Cricket, and I can't remember now who it was. I'm going to have a goosey. For Cricket. Oh, it's actually Birch. Of course it is. No wonder I recognise the voice. Ooh, classic 10mm. The model should have a year number and it should be further back than that. It's a bit square, but it is cool. Manual rifle. Carbine. Spray and pray. The old explosive suppressed submachine gun or Tommy gun or whatever they're calling it in this. I've forgotten now. Incendiary plasma thrower. Good stuff, but not what I need. Anyway,
Hey,
I saw
Cricket.
some stuff while I'm
Come
there.
on, come on. Get your guns here. Small booms, big booms. I got them all.
Texas? Possibly. There's some interesting sort of corners of the world down there that they could go with. There's a lot of chatter around New Orleans as a possible location.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
And there they are. Did your heart skip a beat too?
There's definitely a few spots down south where that they haven't done before. Yeah, it's good textures. It's a creation rather than a mod, that one, so it should be of a standard, really. You'd hope, wouldn't you? I realised I was missing one of the insults from Insult Bot, by the way, when I was transferring it over to the new bot. So there's an additional one in there that wasn't previously in rotation. Yes, weapons. Yeah, there's some good stuff there. It's from Fallout 1, I think, or 2, or one of those two games, anyway. Harks back to that, rather, I should say, but... Here's my
Heads
stuff.
Seems secure. Sure. This might be a
Look
good
alive.
place to rest up. Blue, come on. Let me carry something before you cripple yourself.
All right, man, you're going over here, and I'm going to sell it back to
Everyone
Cricket.
wants a
Or
piece
to
of what
Cricket.
I got.
Too many miles
Hey,
on the road.
Cricket.
Got a hankering
At least
for
the pay
melting
is
face?
terrible.
Then I'm your girl.
Definitely drawing on Tiny Tina a
Sure.
little bit there, I
Let's
think.
Take a look.
A part of every big purchase goes to planting little bitty trees that I'll blow up in your honor.
Oh, wait, actually, I want that. Do I want that? Probably I do, actually. Yeah, it's the rest of it I probably don't. Cool. Wonderful. So that was productive. Let's bounce back to Sanctuary, get rid of a few bits and pieces, and then how are we doing? I've got time to do a little bit more, I think. Can't fast travel because my mod won't remember the setting. Supposed to, but it won't. Probably in part because I haven't got round to updating the game yet, which I did mean to do, or at least look into doing, and I haven't got round to it yet.
Look alive.
Point the
Tick, 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 tick. Click, 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 click.
way.
Dog meat.
Over here.
Nice. I always have to go through this a couple of times before I see everything. I don't know if I skip over it or it doesn't appear. Probably because I skip past things, but yeah. Does have to wonder on occasion. Right. Nope, you turn me down. You get to stay outside, Piper. Sleep in the street. I've already got one of those, haven't I? Got two of those. He's now thinking about an entire settlement full of people wearing tuxedos. I'm not going to go down that road, I don't think. Cool. Quite sure how this happened, but so I would appear to have the scrapping order on at the moment. Something disappeared and I don't know how. Yeah, popped up there, which is what I needed it to do. Better. Fixed it. Am I now close to the weight I want to be? I'm still a little bit on the fat side, aren't I? It's fine. Wonderful. Now then, I think our next move is the Lost Patrol. Yeah. Or do I wait until after the Brotherhood are back and see whether or not Alan Brandis might want to join them then? If I do that, what do I do instead? Bit late for that idea. Whole bunch of options over there. I think I want to do Cabot House right now. Piper's maxed out, isn't she, in terms of her affinity? So I could go and get somebody else for a bit. I hadn't thought about this, but No Resource was talking about how good Preston might be as a companion in certain situations. Which is an interesting thought. I also want to grab Nick, but I'm not going to do that tonight. Might see about taking Preston for a wander, because I haven't done yet, and I keep forgetting you can do. Yeah, too many people here. Hang on a minute. radio recruitment beacon still on? Yes, it is. Oh, you can't get Bunker Hill until way later, can you? So, yeah. So you can't unlock Bunker Hill as a settlement until after the sort of late game, really, can you? So I'm not sure I'm in a Terran rush to do that.
I don't think we've met yet. I wanted to personally thank you for giving us this opportunity. Anything specific you want me to do, I'm willing to pitch in anywhere you need.
Not right now. Thanks.
All right, just let me know.
I'm just going to run back and grab her some gear, and I'll make her a provision net. No, not right now. So she's going to need... I really want to have an automatic laser pistol. Have one laser pistol. She's going to need one of those, one of those, one of those, one of those. One of those. She doesn't get any headwear. Is there any headwear I could get for her? Yeah, I'll do.
Let's trade some things.
Go ahead.
In the meantime, she can have that. One of those. Cool. So there we go. I will send her probably to County Crossing, I think. This should now say it's got 3 people living there. Yes. So she can go there, and I'll set her up to run probably between there and Greentop. Oh yeah, I forgot to snow respawns, didn't I? Which is supply lines. So there's a little reminder to do that. So, what else was I going to do? That's still not there. Oh, so I was going to try and find a Garvey, wasn't I? Where is Monsieur Garvey? Got a quest to turn into him, I think, actually. There we are. Over that way.
Yeah? You know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
That's great news. I knew you were the right person for the job. By the way, you should have one of these flare guns. You can use it to signal for help from any nearby Minutemen. It'll get more and more useful as we get more allied settlements. Eventually, you'll have help wherever you need it. I guess you know I'm one of the last of the Minutemen. But I never really told you what happened to us.
Two, you ready? Sorry, you read the last one? You read the last one?
Really the last Minuteman?
Maybe not literally. There must be a lot of former Minutemen out there who gave it up in disgust after the Quincy massacre. But we were the last active group of Minutemen. And now, well, it's just me.
Quincy massacre, something's to give up, men survive. Time for them to vanish for good, and how it feels to be the last fighter. Tell me
What
about
was
the
the
massacre.
Quincy massacre?
I thought everyone in the Commonwealth knew about that by now. I was with Colonel Hollis's group. A mercenary group called the Gunners was attacking Quincy. The people there called for the Minutemen to help. We were the only ones that came. The other groups, they just turned their backs on us and the folks in Quincy. Only a few of us got out alive. Colonel Hollis was dead, so I ended up in charge of the survivors. We never found a safe place to settle. One disaster after another. You saw how it ended in Concord?
I know how it feels to be the last survivor.
Yeah, I guess you do. That's why I'm talking to you. I can't rebuild the Minutemen, but I think you can.
Can't you? Means a lot coming for you. Don't know the first thing. Don't know what makes you think that.
Why can't you lead the Minutemen?
That's not who I am.
How doing, don't say
I can
you
get
right?
my men through a firefight. I can defend a perimeter against all odds. But that's not going to be enough to bring the Minutemen back from the brink. We need someone who can bring the whole Commonwealth together in a common cause. And I think you've got it in you to be that leader.
I've already followed you through hell and high water, and I'd like to think I have more sense than most.
So do most people. Most people are wrong.
What makes you think I can do this?
You saved us in Concord.
Excellent
There wasn't
choice.
anything in it for you. You had your own problems to deal with, but you did it anyway. That kind of selflessness has been in mighty short supply around here for quite a
Entirely
while.
selfless, but
Can you explain what the Minutemen are all about?
We're citizen soldiers. The people of the Commonwealth banding together to protect ourselves and decide our own future. That was the original idea, and it was a good one. The Minutemen fell apart because our leaders forgot what we were supposed to stand for. I think you're the one who can bring the Minutemen back and bring the whole Commonwealth together.
so given the way the show has gone, it seems like there are only two possible outcomes that can be canon: Brotherhood of Steel and the Minutemen version that doesn't destroy the Brotherhood of Steel. Given that they're implying that the Brotherhood in the Commonwealth are especially strong, I don't know which one it could be. It could be that they came out on top and dominated everything else as a result. But it could also be that they came out on top and allied themselves with the Minutemen and therefore had backup that way. So I think it's still open to either of those. Feels like the Brotherhood ending would really be the canon one now. But I think the Minutemen one does have enough legs to it to still be believable. But either way, I was going to go for initially thinking about the railroad, but I think I kind of want to lean towards the one of the more canon ones that tie into the show at the minute, just cause. So I'm going to go Minutemen for the ending, I think. I've done Brotherhood before, so definitely not doing that. And I'm not doing the Institute on this one either. Maybe one day, but not on this one. So, yeah, I think that's the way we're going to go.
Okay, I'll do it.
It's gonna be a lot of responsibility, but I know you'll make this place better.
Good.
8,000.
Welcome aboard.
9,000 hours near enough in
I
there.
feel like this is a whole new start for the Minutemen and the Commonwealth, too. Don't worry. I'll be right beside you all the way, General.
That's quite a promotion you just gave me.
The leader of the Minutemen has always held the rank of general. Our last leader was General Becker. After he died back in '82, nobody could agree on who should take his place. The one good thing about being the last Minuteman is there's no one to argue with me when I say you're the new general. Now it's your job to make it more than an empty title. I've got something a bit different for you.
I'm listening.
Our scouts have found a promising spot for a new settlement. Once you clear it out, set up a radio beacon to let settlers know about it. Before you know it, we'll have a thriving new farm instead of wasteland. We'll take back the Commonwealth, one piece at a time.
So yeah, I'm going to take Preston with me for a bit.
Is
Which
there
I've not
something
done
you-
in many, many years.
Come with me. I need your help.
Sure thing, General. I think the folks here can manage on their own now. Thanks to you.
Well, if it ain't the pride of the Minutemen. Be safe, you two.
I might let her go back to Diamond City, actually, rather than sending her to anywhere.
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
Right. Now, I changed Piper's weapon out. I'm not going to change Preston's. Alright. So, he wants me to go to Hangman's Alley and set up a recruitment beacon, doesn't he? Which I can definitely do. No problem. Choosing the Institute ending. Institute with wooden walls. That's an interesting spin. Makes me think a little bit of slightly a more insane version of Constellation from Starfield. Ugh, excuse me. I thought I got a good night's sleep last night. Actually, I probably did, but that does not change the fact that I didn't for God knows how long beforehand. So. Sometimes you gotta take the trash out by hand. I mean, this is one of those times. Little by little. Stick all the bodies in here if I can. Since they don't seem to want to disappear just yet. I don't have to worry about when they disappear. Joys of did I scrap everything? Catch you later now. Have a good night. Check a thing. Nobody showed up. Good.
Just point me to it.
What now?
We've gotten big enough that we're having trouble communicating with all our settlements. It's a good problem to have, and I have a solution. I think it's time to retake the castle. It used to be the Minutemen HQ, way before my time. Well fortified, centrally located, and most important, it has a powerful radio transmitter we can use to broadcast to the whole Commonwealth.
So what happened to this castle if it was so well fortified?
Maybe I should go to the castle and set that up as my place.
The story I heard was that some kind of
Have a good
monster
night,
came
Cal.
out of the sea and destroyed the fort. A lot of the leaders were killed in that battle, and I guess nobody ever felt it was worth the risk to try to retake it. I've always wondered if losing the radio station was the beginning of all our later problems. So, should I have an assault force assemble near the castle?
I'll think about it and get back to you.
Your call. Just let me know when you're ready to pull the trigger. I've gotten word about a settlement that's being threatened by raiders. I'll mark it on your map. Go find out what they need. We could use more settlements supporting our cause.
Somerville Place is way down the bottom, isn't it? Yeah. Thought it was. Definitely not doing that right now.
I'm new here.
A whole bunch of new settlers apparently making an appearance. Kinda didn't think that was going to happen, but they did. You've got an interesting voice.
I just want to trade a few things.
Sure.
This is cool. Cool. Three of them now. Well, they've got food and water coming in from elsewhere. I think they've got enough beds.
Hope you ain't here for me.
One over there. One there, so that's alright. So they've got shelter, food and water coming in. Cool. The fences are not great, but not the end of the world right now. How are we doing? Oh, that way, huh? So, apart from the Lost Patrol, which would be good to do, I might wait until your Brotherhood arrives to do that one, I think. So we've got Nick to find. Road to Freedom I could do. Question is when. Best of three. Which was best of three? Hang on a minute. What's a note about this somewhere, haven't I? Yeah, there it is. Best of three. Oh, it's the Tesla cannon. Okay, not interested in that. When Pigs Fly on All Hallows Eve I'm interested in, but that's about it, I think. And Tom Snake for All. I don't want to do any of that right now. So I think, outside of finding Nick, it's probably not a great deal I want to do right now, I don't think. Maybe not. Maybe. Maybe finding Nick's the next thing we do tomorrow. Might be the play. I think, it might be a good idea, maybe. Although finding Nick with Piper is probably a good play, so maybe I should do that. Drop Preston back off at Sanctuary. I could also send him off to set up for taking independence that way, couldn't I? Which would also solve the issue of the fact that I need to give drugs to Mama Murphy, and he doesn't like that very much. Might be a good idea. Dismiss him as a companion and then send him over there.
Hey.
I'm listening.
Hey there.
Do you think we're ready to retake the castle?
I'll think about it and get back to you.
Your call. Just let me... I've got something a bit different for you. Our scouts have found a promising... but nobody's gonna want to move. Once you clear it out, before you know it, we'll have a thriving new farm instead of wasteland. We'll take back the Commonwealth, one piece at a time.
Shite. That's annoying. So, I don't think I want him to tell me about Tuffington.
Hey.
Go ahead. Do you think we're ready to retake the castle?
Yeah, let's do this.
We'll do some recon and meet you outside the castle. See you there.
Okay, so we got Piper back, and then next time we can go and see Nick. Have a good one, great. I think, yeah, I'll probably get myself set up to go pick up Piper, and then no, he's in for a long old run, isn't he? Go and get Nick tomorrow, and once we've done that, so we'll have to decide what to do after that. I don't know if I'm ready. I definitely don't want to do the run out to Fort Hagen until I'm doing that all on its own one stream, so I'll probably do that next time. So maybe look at something else after that. Follow the Freedom Trail? Yeah, I think that's probably after Kellogg as well. Maybe not actually. We might do that one next time. Yeah, I think that'll be a good play actually. We'll get Nick out. Jewel of the Commonwealth. And then after that we'll go and hunt down the Institute. That's probably the way to go. Not the Institute, the railroad. And I can start thinking about getting ballistic weave then as well, which I think I'd like to do. So that should be cool. I'm going to try and juggle things a little bit so that the rhythm's a bit better. But there's a lot of things that I feel like are better off in Act 2 than Act 1. But we'll have to see. So I think if we do that, maybe start establishing ourselves with the Minutemen, the railroad. We'll see how we go from there. I think that'll probably be good. Anyway, that's all for tomorrow. I'm working on a build in 76 at the moment, slowly. I've managed to choose where I'm going to build. I was hoping to do a bit more, but then the news about the freaking reality TV bullshit came through, so I ended up making a video on that instead. So yeah, do have a look at that if you haven't seen it. But hopefully that'll be up on Friday, the next 76 settlement build. I'm going to aim to do that. I'll hopefully make some good progress on that by then. I don't know if I'm going to work on it this evening or not. There's nothing really I want to watch outside of anything, so I might make a start on doing some building this evening before I go to bed. Maybe. And then I'll save myself doing anything on the weekend, perhaps. Might be the way to go. Well, your next quest starts finished best, but you get over leveled. Yeah. Well, there's companion quest or the part of the main storyline. Because once you've got Nick, that's fine. Once I've freed him, I can drop him off or send him back to Valentine's Detective Agency, put a pin in it there and go off and do some other stuff, and then come back later, can't I? Which is probably what I will do. But I'd like to know, actually, because I want him with me when I go to the railroad, so we'll probably pick him up at Valentine's Detective Agency before we go to Fort Hagen, and then sort of detour off from that, I think, if I can do. Companion quest and then companion quest and then into Far Harbor's not a bad way of doing it. That's the other thing. Far Harbor and Nuke World are way off in the future, aren't they? Further off than usual because I'm not getting over leveled as fast from building. Partly because I haven't done vast amounts, partly because I'm not getting XP from it, so that's also cool. Anyway, we should have plenty to keep us busy. So that's the plan for the next couple of days. We'll get back to The Witcher on Monday, which should be fun. Looking forward to that. And early next week I'll have a look at working on the house that the settlers are going to go into in Sanctuary. So that should be fun too. Otherwise, we'll press on with sort of winging it, taking it step by step. So I don't really know what's going to happen after that. We'll have to see. It's all a big amorphous, vague, foggy future at the moment. Oh, that's cool. Well, yeah, I need to talk to Mum Murphy, don't I? Excuse me. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed tonight. That was fun. Looks like I need to tweak the bot a little bit before we go any further, but that's cool. Otherwise, stuff does seem to be mostly working, which is very nice. Anyway. Hopefully that's promising for sort of moving things on and updating things as we go on, which should be nice. So, if you haven't already, like, sub, notification bell, you know all that good stuff is. Check playlists if you want to catch the rest of this series or any other series, or the game series are in their own playlists. You can find the first episodes on the live tab. Otherwise, have a look at the playlists. Thank you very much, Creativerse. Do appreciate. Social media links in the description if you want to check those out. Channel memberships down below if you want to go down that road and support that way. I very much appreciate. And we'll press on tomorrow. Should be good fun. Around about 8 o'clock. Should be actually closer to 8 o'clock tomorrow because I don't have to wait on my other half get back from work. So, should be good. Yeah. Michael, hanging out. Have yourselves a good rest of your evening. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. Have a good day tomorrow. And I'll catch you around about 8 o'clock for some more exploration. Should be fun. See you then. No, folks. Take care. Right button this time. Nearly got the wrong one again. Night.
Bye.